and welcome to my channel. This is Reema and I'm here with another guidance session. This is going to be a coffee cup reading to look at the current energies as we are getting very close into the energy of the full moon in Scorpio. This is a very important full moon. We want to know how things are going to change in our life and what are the messages that we need to know. I want to thank you all for supporting my channel. Um, if you're interested to join, make sure to ask a question if you'd like. In the live session, you can ask a question and get a live response. Um, you can also share the link this live session with your friends and so that they can also join this live. We'll be here for around like 30 to 40 minutes, so you can plan accordingly. Those who are members of my channel and those who use the super chats get priority to get a response. And if you're interested in having a private reading, you can contact me using my contact in the about tab. So with that, let's start looking at the collective energy and see how things are going to move forward for us in this season with this full moon in Scorpio. And after that, we get into the questions if there's any in the comments. Wow, very very clear. This full moon is bringing a lot of clarity. I'll get to that later, but let's look in the cup and see what is coming. Well, I see that some opportunity you might have been landing on an opportunity, or someone as a rescuer might have entered your life to help you with something that was a hardship. You needed support. If you're traveling, or we might hear in the news that there was an emergency landing for a flight. I definitely see an emergency landing, which is not necessarily bad. As I said, energetically, it could mean that you needed help, if you needed support, if you needed to get rid of a situation, if you needed release from some situation. Magically, you get that opportunity. You get that option of release, just exit, something like that. You see how how the pilots can eject themselves when there is a emergency situation in the air. I see exactly that scenario. You can eject yourself from a scenario, a situation that is harmful for you, is not saving you. This can happen for someone energetically, and they can come and tell you that the problem they had has been finished, like the magical end, and they could rescue themselves. It's a very good time to rescue people, rescue you, self rescue you, an animal, get an animal from shelter, help people. Again, the word rescue is very present or very pronounced for me. I also see the word core, so maybe you need to look into your core, the center of being, the center of your family, the center of your uh, relationship, family, goals, anything like that. Attention to the center is being shown to me. Yeah? I see we as in victory, and I also see an elevator. I see the word Sunday, so today is Sunday, and this is the start of the full moon, so that's absolutely what we pay attention to. If you practice any kind of religion, if you are going to church, today is going to be a great day for spirituality. um, and I see a lot of goals can be accomplished. People who are praying as a team, as a group, or they're exercising something as a team, as a group, there's a lot of success. The energy is advising us to stay in groups, stay focused in our groups, and the energy of humanity can be more strong. It can be stronger. It can be better as a team. There might be news that comes shockingly. Look at these people very clearly. I can see them. People are helping each other. The goodness of humanity, people helping each other, maybe some organizations, or if there is a disaster, if there is anything that humanity is suffering, people can help each other. Or this full moon is putting an end to the time that we were waiting for the governments and governments help us solve the problem. Here it's shown that the power of humanity, people, is going to be in the picture for the next 2 weeks to 6 months. Um, Definitely, there are changes in the way that things have been handled, either in your family, in your home, or also in the world as a whole. We definitely will start feeling differences, changes in the world, changes in the way things have been handled. Very obvious, absolutely obvious changes are going to be seen in the world after this full moon. Look at how, like, this is very, very clearly there's a moon, and it looks like this is unshadowed. Some things are coming out of the shadow with this full moon. Some things are coming clarity, and it comes. I see someone is basically using a like some kind of like flute or something like saxophone. There's some kind of musical instrument that gets the attention, attracts the attention of the people. Very important news might come out that gets clarity or gives clarity to people, and it gives clarity to the work that has been done behind the scene about this activity, about this news. Whatever it is, it's very, very pronounced, very important, and people all over the world are going to know about it. I am telling you, this is a start of big changes for humanity, for people, and here very big things. Even on our phones or on cell phones, there might be some news. Everyone is looking at it. From this day to 2 weeks and months, big developments are coming. A lot of stories from September of 2024 coming to an end. They're coming to a conclusion, and people might get results. Issues might be resolved, and um, files, folders are going to be closed forever. And that's the decision that are made is not changed anymore. It's not changed any further. If there has been losses, if there has been hardships, we need to accept and move on. We need to surrender and move on. We cannot wait. This is the final. This is the final energy for those past energies. So good for those people who are able to put them aside, put them behind, live and move forward, and don't get stuck in the energies of the past and still wait for a resolution, still wait for a change, still wait for something to, someone or something to change. It's not going to happen, and things in it or new are coming. So we need to be aligned with this energy. I hope that this resonates. I hope that this makes sense for you. With that, let's take a look to the questions. You're almost at 9 minutes, and let's see what are the questions that you guys might have. And thank you everyone for being here. Hello, hello, Kenny. Thank you for being here. Let's start with a member of my channel. We have Sunas here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a valued member of my channel. So we start with Sunas. Yeah, let's see what is the message regarding to your work. Okay, any salary increase and if it's going to be satisfactory. For Sunas, let's start and see what are the energies. Yeah, there's going to be a discussion. You're going to hear about it, or so you're going to have like a corridor conversation and not formal discussion, and you will get a good news. It's going to be surprisingly positive. You might also bump to someone and they will like tell you, oh, by the way, and then they talk about this, that is the question that you have, and it's positive. But I see that there is a male energy who maybe has been in this job before you, colleague, someone that they don't have a lot of authority, but this person might not be very happy about this situation for you. They might not be very happy about this salary increase for you. They might be like, wow, like for example, she's new, why? Like they just might be questioning. I don't see them taking any action, but I see that a little bit of disappointed they might experience. But for you, this is happening, and I see you're thanking someone. You're going to say, oh, thank you. You'll be very, very thankful, and you even tell them, and this person that's going to give you the good news, they're shorter than you. I don't know if they're female or male, but they're somehow shorter than you in physics. So physically, I see them a little bit shorter, or they will acknowledge your growth in your position. So absolutely in your position, not once but twice, and it's gonna happen somehow. Sometimes it's like sometimes you might even feel that it happened really quick. Like maybe in a year you get twice recognition, or twice in 2-3 years you get twice recognition, promotion, and it's going to be very pronounced. So yeah, no, I even see that you're thanking someone, you're thankful, and you're very humble. Being humble is very good, but as I said, some people might take it as like, she's like, you need to growth in the career, you need to change your attitude a little bit. Don't be as humble as you know you used to. So there needs to be a little bit of difference that you might want to put into into a PA. Okay, I hope that I could answer your question. Um, so for Misbah, thanks for using the super chats. Thank you and good to see you here. Let's see what good news are coming for you in this time with this full moon. Wow. I see that if you have been experiencing some hardship, if you have been you experience some hardship about a certain issue, and then you were like, okay, I have no more control, and like this, there's nothing I can do, or you felt a little bit that you cannot do anything anymore. That comes to an end. There is a new energy gonna be introduced, born inside you. I see your inner self is going to be very powerful, and you have the opportunity to stand up again. If about like a so about a topic, something in your life you thought that you lost the argument, you lost the bill, you lost the money, you lost the person, and then for some time you felt weak about that. I see that you will have this jump, you will have this rebirth inside you. A very strong inner energy is going to be born inside you that gives you the strength. So I see strength coming back. If you have been sick, if you had a foot, like if your leg hates, if that energetically was giving you limitations, I see healing. I see the strength coming back. If someone around you, a senior, anyone who was sick, experiencing some hardships, maybe even they were in isolation, they were in the hospital, they were not walking, they used some support for some time. It can be physical support like using a cane, or it can be financial support. I see you're going to stand up on your feet, or this person is going to stand up on their feet. And about the job interview, let's take a look if we are gonna get the job, and how it's gonna work for you. Okay, and let's see if we can get anything about your boss, your future boss. The energy is telling you, go very prepared, be very, very prepared. If you know what topics they're going to ask you about, make sure you are very well aware of it, and just don't go with closed eyes. Be very prepared, be very alarmed. Even I see a book that you can go and read. For example, if you know you're going to be asked about these topics, for example, if it's about construction, like what they might ask you. So go very prepared. These people are working according to the law, or they're going by the book. I see a very big book that you have to follow. So as soon as, or as long as you follow that, you'll be safe, you'll be good. You're gonna be having growth in your career, in this career. You can, and I see a little heart here. This is gonna give you a very nice experience. You'll be very happy within your heart. You would love, you'll be happy. I don't see any hardships, but I see that you have to be very focused. This might have been a little different than other jobs that you had. As I said, you have to follow exact instructions. You have to be very careful. You shouldn't forget something. You have to put all your mind in this job, both for the interview and after when you job. You have to make sure that you are following the rules, you're following the good steps, but they give you instructions. They tell you exactly what you need to do so that you can be successful. If you want to do good collaboration with them, you need to, again, see this big book. And also, I have to tell you, I see angels around you. They're going to be help. There's going to be support. If you are spiritual and if you're, I don't know, you believe in some kind of prayers, that would also be very helpful. You can, like, energies around you they're going to help you. As I said, it's a time for you to come back to rebirth, have it in a rebirth, come back into the picture again. I see a youthful energy coming inside you, which is very positive. So you will succeed in this job, as I told you, in case you really follow instructions, be very focused. And I see some kind of liberation. I see some kind of freedom this coming for you. You, with this job, can eject for yourself from some past energies, and it's going to be very positive for you. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Thanks for being here. For Kumi, thanks for being here and thanks for using the chats. What you should be aware in the coming, aware of coming towards you for love. Let's see for Kumi, what is the message in love? And you know what I can tell you is, if someone getting close to you, they might come with a lot of luggage, with a lot of I don't want to say issues, but a lot of experience. They're coming from the past. This person might be, you should be aware that this person might have a past. Well, people have, of course, past, which is fine, which is totally fine. But you have to know and understand how much they're carrying this energy into your life and how much they're exposing their past situation to you and this relationship. And also, I can say that you have to be aware how much of your past energy in love are going to be exposed in the relationship. You shouldn't drag your memories, your failures, your happiness with your past situations, your past relationships into the new relationship. You have to, I'm sorry to say like that, you have to undress. You have to you have to leave everything behind the door. There is an elevator that you have to leave everything behind. It should be just yourself and your heart, that you're going to get into this elevator and you're going to get into this new phase of love and romance in your life. You cannot take memories, you cannot take anything. You have to be pure, 100% pure, both you and this person. And I see the past in its darkness, luggage, whatever. You have to forgive and leave them behind door, and then move into a new energy, a new collaboration, a new love, a new building of the future. So that's what I can see for you. For Miss Bar, thanks again for using the super chat. About the salary, let's see if you can be negotiating. How does the negotiation of salary look for you with this energy? Yes, there is a negotiation. Definitely the person that you are talking with, or that you're talking to, you're dealing with, you're negotiating with, they are not the final decision maker. This person has to go to someone else, to the big boss, and I see there is a little room for negotiation, not too much. But again, don't say no to the job. This job can be very good and positive for you. It can bring a lot of good energies in your life. So again, it's my recommendation for you to take or leave it. The energies are saying that this job can be very fulfilling for you. You can negotiate with the person that you're dealing with, but make sure to understand that they're not the final decision maker. They'll take the message, they'll go to the other person, to the big boss, and they are the decision maker. However, you can of course negotiate and ask them what you want to know about. So let's see what else. Hi everyone, loyal Kim, your finances, when it's gonna increase? Let's take a look and see what we can tell you. I'll get a couple of questions and then we'll hopefully end this live. Well, I see some time for release, and ending the hardships are coming for you. You're gonna have some forecast is showing you some kind of release, some positive involvements in your finances. It's not too far, it's very close, and you can enjoy. I see some kind of how can I say, issues that you have come into a good resolution financially, and you will experience some ease. For love, about your future spouse, let's take a look. Well, your future spouse, I see that you yes, you'll know them, you'll get to know them very soon, but it's not yet very pronounced. This person can be a soulmate, someone that you already have this description in in your mind. For example, you say, "I want someone, I want someone generous, I want someone happy." You know, you have the description in your mind. The energy is telling me the chances are very high that you find someone exactly as you are wishing for. This person is going to come to your life. For William, about your about you, what does the reading tell you, William? Let's take a look. Well, the energy is telling you that at the moment your mind is very busy. You're very focused about something, or something very pronounced is in your mind. You're thinking about it. Don't put too much energy. I see your mind is very busy. It can be that you're thinking about someone, or you're thinking about something. It can be a project, it can be a collaboration. Um, but you will get some clarity, or some kind of help comes to help you to a resolution, get to the conclusion. But I can tell you that you're a spiritual person. Even if you're not practicing, you can clear connections, and you have some kind of, you get some visibility. Your thoughts, your mind process, maybe your psychic, or maybe your psychological strength is good, and you're able to get good thinking is, I see that you enjoy thinking. I don't know, somehow you can come up with very good resolutions, with very good solutions. You have a very powerful mind. That's at the moment what I can say. Um, Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Ba. Thank you, Kumi. Okay, I think that was it for today. I hope everyone enjoys the energy of the full moon. And until the next time, everyone, stay blessed.